Yan. Live na tayo, Iba. Grabe, no?
Ha?
Grabe yung news ngayong linggo.
Ano naman yan?
Meron tayong isang tagumpay sa motorcycle community. Dahil dito sa sinasabi nilang na pasang motorcycle rights bill ni Senator Manny Pacquiao.
Na rights job.
I have no idea what you're saying.
Uy, teka. English nga pala dapat ang medium natin ngayon.
That's true. We've got a
Oh.
guest. So, we should be welcoming and make sure that we're not rude and he can understand us. So it's going to be really fun for me watching Buck try and talk to our special guest tonight.
Exotic ang exotic ang English ko, no?
English Buck.
Oh, I can do that. You can do it, I can do that.
All right. So yeah, Jolly, what's up with the Pacquiao rider rights bill? Right? Yeah.
Meron tayong ngayon. Medyo na-recognize na, 'di ba, nung ating mga lawmakers na medyo yung pag-i-implement ng mga ibang batas medyo discriminatory.
Oh,
Just for the motorcyclists in Metro Manila.
Considering majority of privately owned vehicles or motorcycles, it's really, really odd that all of the laws and the enforcement are biased against motorcycles.
Yeah. Well,
So it's about
I think
time.
they don't realize na siguro medyo yung numbers hindi rin nila alam. They're forgetting that motorcyclists, no, parang we're the majority, not a minority. Kasi syempre, yung ating mga lawmakers, every day with the driver riding on cars, di ba?
It's all they don't even, well, one, they don't commute, they don't use motorcycles, and not just the lawmakers, but we're talking about the big bosses, right? The people in Department of Transportation. Man, they and it's motorcycles are the lifeblood of our country, lalo na, especially now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, good job, Senator Pacquiao. We're all for that bill, and hopefully we'll delve deeper into that in another episode.
Yan. And one more thing before we start the show, Iba.
what's that?
Yung department, Pag-asa has already announced na it's officially rainy season.
Also,
So, ang
yung
ating
tips natin
mga
last week,
riders, yung tips
next year na lang
natin,
gamitin.
yung ating summer riding tips last week is now unapplicable.
Well, wait, Doug. Well, all right.
Good evening!
Welcome.
Hello.
To the first all-English episode of Tunay na Rider.
This is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
So we've got an import as our guest today. This is our first import. No. We've had guys from the BMW adventure, that tour thing, right? And the tour tech guy be on our show. But this is our first local resident import. We've got RICHENDURO. Rich has been riding for 30 years, and he just set up a new YouTube channel teaching people how to do hardcore enduro safely. Thanks for joining us on Tunay na Rider, Rich.
Thank you, Eva. Thank you, Buck. Thank you, Jolly. I'm super stoked to be here with you guys, to have the possibility, and super grateful to be here with you guys and have this moment to be able to talk about dirt bike riding, motorcycle riding in general. Let's do it, man.
All right.
But before we start the episode, we have to call out the sponsors of our show. So we have to talk about Podmetrics. So if you're a podcaster or someone who wants to advertise on a podcast, go to the website podmetrics.co. So we have a lot of features for both content creators and advertisers. So go to podmetrics.co for more information because Podmetrics is the easiest way to monetize your podcast. Your turn, Iba.
All right, and we've got obviously one of our favorite Buck and my favorite brands, favorite motorcycles. We've got KTM. Mga katunay, are you thinking about investing in high quality motorbikes? We at Tunay na Rider, we only go for trusted brands like KTM. The top of the line motorcycles are suitable for street and off-road race competitions as well as casual riding. So you can make sure na kahit ano pa ang trip mo, you are always ready to race.
To get your hands on KTM powerwear and accessories, visit their flagship store in Laz Mall at www.lazada.com.ph/shop/KTM-Philippines. And back to the show.
Okay, we go. I love how Buck reads URLs. So we always make him read all the URLs. All right. So yeah, let's I just want to say hi to some friends. My absolute favorite viewer, Sophie Tarot.
Sophie! Favorite
Sophie
natin
is
lahat yan.
she's
It's
all our favorite. She's our youngest viewer, and yeah, Sophie, she's our most loyal, and she's here all the time.
Okay.
Sophie, we've got
Awesome.
merch for you coming soon. See, Uncle Buck is gonna be working on
Special
that.
merch.
And then, of course, we've got Jaime Maralit. What's up, Jaime? And Direct Bing, Basit, and Joseph Yaranon. Hey, Joseph, what's up?
Ayun na si Joseph. Madaming There's a
Joseph
lot
the
of
Builder.
mga kapwa dirt bike riders ang ating mga viewers today.
Our viewers are all, I got a lot of messages when I shared that video in our last show, and
Yeah.
they were like, who is that guy? And we're going to learn about who this guy is right now. So, Rich,
Guys,
yo,
I just want to to tell to the viewers, you should comment in English.
Oh,
no. You can comment in Tagalog. Buck will translate it.
sure.
Yan.
You do the thing, Iba.
Yeah. All right. So, Rich, thank you
Yeah.
again.
Thanks to you.
How'd you get into riding?
Ooh, well, that was a while ago. I was a kid. I used to go for summers to a beach where there's different kind of circuits for racing cars, for motorcycles, for karting, and I went there since I was 6 months old. Because I used to go there all my life, and everybody was moving with bikes. Everybody was going around with bikes, and even my mom knows how to ride a bike. So it was there, all the time, and one thing led to the other.
Okay, so it's a family thing.
Yeah,
So
kind of.
your whole
They all
family.
know how to ride. They all know how to ride. They're not like really into it, but they know how to ride, of course.
So it's more about practicality. Like, where did you grow up?
I grew in Lima, back in
Lima,
Peru. Yeah,
Peru.
in Peru. Yeah.
That's a wonderful place to grow up and
Oh my
ride.
God. You have the whole Andes.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
if you're in the beach, you need you just get on your bike and you're getting up the hills like in 15 or 20 minutes. You're already in the hills. It's insane. You can go
Ah.
anywhere all the time.
So from where you came from, I'm pretty sure dirt bikes are very popular with the people there.
Absolutely. It's quite big. There's a lot of presence there. And yeah, lots of people are really into dirt bike riding.
Like, how old were you? Did you have a license? Are they strict with stuff like
No,
that?
no, no. Little kid. Maybe the first time I rode, I was 6, maybe.
What kind of bike did you ride
I
at 6
tried the
years old?
750.
What?
Yeah, an insane guy in the beach gave me the bike, and I just rode it. Then I didn't know how to stop. I crashed. Nothing, nothing happened. No, because I was going quite slow, but yeah, it was a humongous bike. Yeah.
Oh, wait, how you were 6 years old?
Yeah, they just grabbed me,
How-
put me on the bike, and
How tall were you at 6 years old?
well, I'm quite tall. I'm 6'1".
You- Okay, so you were 6 years old. So all right, so your whole family, I mean everybody in your community, your family, they knew how to ride, but what got you into enduro? What got you into really being
Well,
passionate about riding?
Actually, the first time when I rode a bike for the first time, no, as a kid, I just turned and told my mom that that was the best thing I've ever experienced in my life. No, it was something like really special for me. And during my young years, I used to ride a lot because it was escape. It was something very good for me. It gave me all the freedom I wanted to, and it started growing and growing and growing. And then I went into dirt bike riding, and from dirt bike riding and trials, I went to enduro, which is something that came not that it came a little late back in Peru. But I was always riding, no, and with our friends, we were always jumping and doing stuff. But this format, no, the new format of enduro, is pretty new for almost everyone, no, globally. In Europe, it's huge, and it's something from the 70s, no.
Mhm.
But
Well, actually, that's interesting because direct Bing Bassett, he just said dirt bike, enduro, trial
yeah,
are totally different styles of riding. So
absolutely,
many things
absolutely.
happening.
Yeah.
Respect. What's the difference? What is the difference
Well-
between dirt bike, enduro, trial,
If you have
adventure?
trials is the kind of bike that if you've seen it, they don't have seats, so you're
That's
standing
Buck's
all the
dream bike.
time.
Buck
No.
wants to make one.
It's
Buck has one.
incredible. It's amazing.
I
That's
have
a
one.
really good bike. That's a really good bike where you can learn technique. Then that technique can be used in enduro. The best riders come from trials.
So it's like the F1 drivers and the go-kart.
Yeah, kind of. Exactly.
Mhm.
But trials
It's,
are the ones where you're riding really slow, but you
Yeah.
have ridiculous
technical.
obstacles and
Super
you're keeping
technical.
your balance. You can't put your
Exactly.
feet down. You're hopping the bike on top of rocks, on
Mhm.
top of logs, and
Yeah. You can't put your feet on the ground, because if you put the feet on the ground, then you lose points. So you have to maintain all the time on top of the bike, bouncing. No, that's why you see them bouncing all the time with the bikes.
okay. Now, what about dirt bike riding? Is you said you started off? What's the difference?
Yeah, but dirt bike riding, like not motocross. We used to hit hills and go and ride in the beach and over rocks and stuff like that, but using motorcycles that were made for motocross. Okay, so the flywheel is very light, no, and you have to rev it all the time. If you don't rev it all the time, then it'll stall.
Will die.
So then on a second stage, we had this enduro dirt bikes, which came to the market, and are motorcycles which are made to ride in a very low speed. No, so you need a very long low. No, the first gear has to be like very long. That's why you need a different flywheel, and that makes the bike always be on. No, it doesn't turn off. It doesn't goes. No, it doesn't turn on. It doesn't turn off. Sorry.
Yeah.
Um, So
Now,
Always
what
meant
if-
to run fast.
basically the difference, no?
and then now we have trail riding,
Yeah,
which
trail,
is something I've done.
single track.
I'm not good at it, but I've done it.
You mean like a single track, like
think-
going through the mountains, up and down?
Yeah.
Well, that's
I
the
think-
same bike as an enduro bike. No?
But
And
I
then you
think
have
compared
enduro.
to the other disciplines, I think trail riding is the most leisurely of
Mhm.
them all.
Exactly, it is.
Mm.
And then you have hard enduro, which is very slow,
Mhm.
very slow riding, lots of obstacles, and very technical. No,
Okay.
Mm.
So
extreme
that's
terrain, obstacles and weather is the norm.
the kind of riding you're passionate about.
Yes, I freaking love it. It's like I can't breathe with that sport. Seriously, it's so gratifying. You have to love pain in a way because you get injured when, of course, no. But if you do things properly, no, if you apply technique, then you're gonna be okay.
Yun.
It will
Actually, I
hurt
like
if you're a first timer, but as you go along, it feels fine.
To go alone,
Buck is saying the first time it hurts, but the more you do it, you enjoy it.
yeah, of course. Yeah.
All right, let's
Yeah,
not
that's
dig any deeper.
The
got
deeper you
a
go
young-
to the sports, the more
the
it's
better.
fun.
We've got a young audience, Buck.
Yeah,
Oh, I was talking about the enduro.
Right.
yeah.
Not Endurex.
Not enduro.
Pero iba compared to our other guests before, 'di ba? When most of our Filipino guests, Rich,
Yeah.
when we were talking about them starting to ride bikes, like 90%, they would say that their parents are strict and wouldn't let them ride bikes, so they have to hide their bike somewhere and push it to the corner before they make it to
or
before they
steal
start.
their dad's bike.
Or-
You're
or,
always
yeah,
hiding.
take it-
No, that's a normal story from a rider. No? He's always hiding from their parents or trying to leave the bike at your friend's house or whatever, so that they don't know that you have a bike. No, but I was lucky at least because I was in an environment while everybody was riding, so it was fine.
Yeah, in contrast, you were a kid back then. Then they put you on a 750 bike. They taught you how to ride, but
His
how to break.
experiment.
Not they didn't really show me, but well, that was the experience.
Learn by
This
doing.
man.
That's the best
experience
way.
is the best teacher.
So, Rich,
Well.
what are the differences between like riding in Lima and in all of the other places you've ridden, enduro, and
Mhm.
the Philippines?
Oh, it's quite significant. Lima, for example, is very hostile. It's very dry. It's desertic. Lots of debris, lots of rocks, small rocks. So there's a lot of traction, no? Compared to the Philippines, the first shock, which was unbelievable for me, was the heat. No, it's so freaking hot. No, it's like, my God, are we in a sauna or something like that? No, it's like and wearing your whole gear. It's like really, really difficult to get used to it. No, but after going a little bit more and more, then you start to feel better. No, then you have the rain, the mud, which is a total other story. But it's awesome because it's something that you can really promote as Filipinos. That's something that hard enduro riders, heavy enduro riders would love to ride and challenge themselves, no, and go and give it a try. Absolutely.
Yeah, the mud, man. I hate the mud. I can't even walk on some trails. Like I was falling on my bike and then I got off the bike and I couldn't take 3 steps without falling in the mud. So it's really hard. What about
Yeah.
elevation? Isn't like Peru, Lima quite
It's almost
high?
100 meters over the sea level, so it's almost flat. And it's similar to here, that there's no difference
There's no difference like when it comes to like oxygen richness and stuff like that.
No, no. It's basically the temperature, the heat. The first time I rode here, it was in Pampanga. We went to
Hot.
oh my God,
Yeah.
to the Lahar fields in Pinatubo, in the lower part of Pinatubo, no, in Pampanga.
Mhm.
My God, it was so hot.
Yeah. I
Unbelievable.
think around the
Insane.
Philippines, I think Pampanga is a very hot place compared to the other parts of the country. Because
There are
I
no
think
trees.
there's no trees and the Lahar is white. So all
Yeah.
the heat gets bounced off
Exactly.
from the ground.
Exactly. And Lahar is composed of like pyroclastic material and
Yeah,
water
super fine.
and rocky debris, and you have this combination, and you're like riding. Suddenly you have the best traction. Suddenly zero traction.
Zero.
Suddenly there's a rock.
Then
right in
riverbed.
you never saw it, so you're like eating dirt like crazy. But it's quite an experience. If you want to try something unique and different, oh my God, absolutely, you have to go to Pampanga. I'm looking forward to go back.
Our good friend Jaime Maralit is asking, what can you recommend to those who would want to try enduro or off-road riding?
Meaning,
like if somebody wanted to try it out, what are there tips that you could give to like a new rider who wants to try out enduro?
What
first of all,
what bike?
well, if you the bike is something that it's something that you have to define with which one you feel comfortable. It's not what your friend tells you. It's what you feel comfortable with. No, I feel comfortable with 2 strokes. Some other people feel comfortable with 4 strokes. It depends on the displacement. You have to try. You have to keep on trying. And with this trying and trying, you're going to be able to find the correct ride for you. That's the first thing. The second thing that you have to do is never use a motocross motorcycle for trials riding or for enduro, because you're gonna have a hard time, because of the flywheel. So try to get a bike that has the proper flywheel and will not keep on stalling all the time.
Yo.
Another thing that it's super important, if it's an advice, the number one for me, always wear a helmet. Even if you're gonna grab your bike and go for a loaf of bread, wear your helmet. It saves lives all the time.
Agree 100%.
Wear it in your head.
Yeah, wear it on your
Not on
head.
your hand.
That depends what you're wearing.
No, because I mean,
a lot of people here in Philippines, they wear it either in their elbow or hands.
Well,
which is ridiculous.
Usually a helmet is meant to be used on the head.
They don't know that.
Well, it's important to. It's important to. Hey, Maynard is there. Hey, Maynard.
Yeah.
How are you, man?
What's up, Maynard's a good buddy of ours also.
Really cool guy.
Since we're talking about motorcycles, Jolly, take it away.
Yun. Hey, Rich, you mentioned before na you love 2 strokes. Parang it's the kind of engine that works for you.
Yeah.
So, if I may ask, which particular bike is like your favorite bike, or that bike that you ride most often?
My favorite bike?
Yeah.
Well, depends. If I'm doing hard enduro, I prefer a 300 2-stroke. If I'm doing a little more of enduro cross, which means like a circuit and going on top of stones and bed of stones and stuff like that, then I prefer a 250 2-stroke, which is more reactive. It's more crispy. At the moment that you rev it, it'll react faster. So I feel more comfortable with that. But yeah, those are my two my two choices. No, 250 two-stroke, 300 two-stroke.
Ah, okay. Hey, speaking of si Gino Rufino, it's been active sa ating comment section.
Oh,
I
Buck.
haven't seen Gino ride off-road that much. Dapat Gino should join us for for some off-road riding, di ba?
Gino, let's go. 1 month and I'm free. Let's go up and ride with Rich and Mark in Rizal, man. You and I can stay in the tent.
Pero Rich, when it comes to like bikes, do you have like this holy grail bike that you want to have? I mean, like if money is no option, you can have whatever you want. Is there like a particular holy grail bike that you want to have?
Nowadays, the top bikes, the top brands are so like in the same level. They're like so well made, and you have amazing brands. KTM is unbelievable, of course.
Woohoo!
I've been riding KTM for I don't know how long. It's really solid. It's an amazing bike. The support you have, it's a whole thing there. It's pretty interesting, pretty cool. Yeah,
So
300 EXE, an EXE.
300 EXE. Yep,
Yeah.
yep. What about the
grabe yun.
SDE?
SXT.
The 6-day
SX.
enduro.
No, I'm more into two-stroke, so I don't know.
Two-stroke.
Yeah. Sorry.
Alam mo,
It's too hardcore for me.
Rich, there's one thing that people always ask advice for me about, because when
Yeah.
they're shopping for bikes, so they get a catalog from KTM, for example. So
Yeah.
they'll see like the 690s or the 790, the Jukes or the ADVs, and they always tell me like there's these the 250, 200, and 300 cc, the two strokes one.
Yeah.
Why is it so expensive? It's almost the same price as a 690
Yeah. Well,
690 Juke. So how would you explain that?
I have an explanation. What is happening right now is that I don't think there's a significant demand of two
Production
strokes
bikes. Mhm.
production bikes locally. So because of that, they're so expensive. If you buy a bike here, you can buy 3 bikes back in Lima.
Supply and demand.
Yeah, more people are buying the 690s, the Dukes, the
Yeah, the price will
Husqvarnas.
drop. The price will drop when the sport starts to rise. That's how it works in everything.
So
Well,
everyone, let's buy production bike.
Yes.
So the prices
From
will drop, so
KTM.
everybody can ride enduro. Yeah.
Speaking of people who are
Well-
supporting the sport, who right now is one of the pillars in this community, we've got Mark Sung in the house. So Mark, game. Rich and I will go up there and ride with you, man.
Yep.
But again, I will stay
but-
in the kubo, in the little
lunch.
hut. I'll prepare lunch.
And
Come on. You're not staying in any kubo. You're coming with us.
we'll be dragging Iba tied at the back of the bike.
If you don't want, we'll make you ski. Throw your rope.
Oh yeah,
Mark-
and sakto.
Mark says, "Let's go." All right, 1
Good
month,
move.
Mark. I'm getting in shape. I'm gonna.
With this
Go ahead,
weather,
Dolly.
Iba, the terrain will be all muddy and perfect to your
It
liking.
will be more fun. Rain is fun.
Yeah,
I don't
it
know
is,
why
of
people
course.
say why Gino keeps on saying I should bring underwear.
Because diba, no, you left your underwear with Mark when you when
No, I left my pants. I
that's
borrowed
worse.
pants. I left my pants there.
I don't know what's worse, Iba, leaving your pants or your underwear at the trail.
Oh, yeah. Mark's gonna rent a horse for me. There, I'm done. A horse is cruise control on a trail, right? It's better than a Tesla.
Absolutely. It's gonna take some time though.
But Rich, like, do you
Yeah.
see yourself like riding something other than a two-stroke, a 250, 300cc bike?
Yeah. I've ridden-
Would you ride something like an adventure bike?
Or a Ducati,
Yeah, of
hyper
course.
motard.
Of course. Cafe racers are fun. Harley Davidsons are fun. Any bike. It's like if you're even we were talking about this yesterday. Even a Chappie, man. It's an awesome bike.
Chappie.
You're riding. If you're riding, that's it.
Even a Chappie, you can use it for enduro.
You can have so much fun. You can't believe it. It's so much fun. That bike, my God.
The smaller the bike, the more the more fun it has. Oh
Yes,
wait,
of course.
Maynard is commenting.
Kaloy, yes.
You know Mel Aquino and Kaloy.
Yes, and Kaloy is Willie King. Yes, of course. He's a super nice guy. Mel too. Great guys.
So I right now I'm pretty sure all enduro guys know each other.
Well, I guess.
You've only been here for.
I don't know the people from Zambales. I know it's quite big there, or in Davao also.
Oh,
You should
Gino's
know.
asked. Now Gino has a serious question. Aside from talking about my underwear, Gino Rufino is asking, what shoes are needed?
Shoes, like boots, you mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Absolutely. No, it's one of the. There are three things you shouldn't consider buying something cheap. First of all, your helmet. Second, knee braces, because if you destroy your knees, you're gonna be Captain Sparrow for the rest of your life. And and your ankles, no, your boots, good boots, proper boots, no. And that's the investment that you have to make, no? A good helmet, good knee braces, and good boots. The rest is totally replaceable. But those three things are like mandatory.
Mark's replacement is Garn or CD. How do you pronounce that? Garn?
Garnier or
Garnier?
CD?
Garnier or CD,
Both,
yeah.
both are great brands, Mark. Both are amazing. I use Alpine Stars. I'm used to them. No, they're more for motocross, but I feel comfortable. And the Tech 10 have this little boot inside, which grabs your whole ankle, and I'm used to it, so I'm always using the same boots. I'm just comfortable with them.
I think
Are those
Mark is recommending Garnier and CD because those are the only brands that has sizes
they're-
for him.
But those are amazing because they're specifically made for enduro. Yes, those two brands are specifically made for enduro. No, they have all this protection on the top. No, you have the metal part in front, so they're really well made.
Mark
Yeah.
is the only person that I know who has improved his motorcycle riding skills during
for a short
COVID.
time. Also for a short time of
Yeah. It's crazy.
He's been riding persistently, I guess.
Yep.
That's the only way. Hours of flight. Hours of
when-
flight. You have to go and ride and ride and ride and ride and ride. You don't have to
When-
buy anything on top of your bike, no? Because there's lots of people who think about bling bling and putting stuff on your bike, no? If you have $200, well, use those $200 riding, no, in gasoline.
For fuel.
Yeah.
It's better to do that, no? That's the best way how to learn. And you have to fall and recover and understand and learn from people all the time, because there's so many savvy people who really know their terrain, and you have to really hear them, and you'll learn a lot. What happened, Buck?
Buck told himself a joke.
No,
Gino's asking.
something tickled me in my back.
Oh,
This massage chair from Ogawa.
Can you use? Gino's asking, can you use those boots on a naked bike? So Gino, I've actually used those types of boots on an adventure bike, especially if I know. Well, at that time, I knew we were going to go on some rough roads on the adventure bike, some river crossings, but on a
Yeah.
naked bike, it's really tough.
Yeah.
It's difficult to feel the shifter, and you have to
There's
kind of
it's-
move your own leg.
Exactly.
It's
There's a
possible,
specific boot.
but I
Sorry?
don't think it will be enjoyable. I think what Gino's asking, if you want to use those motocross boots on naked bikes, I think it's possible, but I don't think it will be
Comfortable.
enjoyable.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, and
There's a specific boot for adventure. They're like middle boots, and they're super comfortable. They're not like the tall ones.
Mm.
so Mark is saying, and spend on good coaching
Mhm.
before accessories.
100%, 200%,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And I don't understand why people keep on talking about my underwear.
No idea.
Buck, I did. I might have forgotten. Did I leave my underwear there? I did. I did borrow anyone's underwear. Did I write
Why are you asking Buck? It's your underwear.
Because I was so tired after that ride. I was out of it. So I don't remember. I don't remember much.
So, speaking of the bikes, so of course, if you have the enduro bikes like those, I'm pretty sure you have a lot of adventure stories. So I'm
Yeah.
giving the floor
Passing
to
the
Buck
buck,
What?
the buck.
to talk about the adventure stories.
Well, as I was telling
Do,
you,
do
one
we
of
have
the-
do we have OBB or graphics for this?
Wala.
Wala
Not
pa
yet?
yata. Wait, Bianca's messaging
Wala
in
pa
the
rin.
private chat. No.
Oh, so
No.
this is the Ogawa Adventure Time. Huh?
Kanta ka, Buck.
The script is broken.
All right, Ogawa Adventure Time.
Uh-huh.
Mali pang spelling ng adventure.
So Rich, I'm going to ask you about your adventures,
Yeah.
how about the most memorable travel or most memorable riding
Mhm.
places that
Okay. So for me, one of the most incredible places I've been, as I was mentioning it earlier, was having the experience to ride on Lajar in Pampanga. That was really amazing. That was one of the yeah. I really enjoyed it. I went with Maynard. We did a photo shoot there. That was in 2016.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, it was really nice, and it was mind blowing. It just blew my mind. I loved it. I'm really looking forward to go there again. It was very unique. You know, we were river crossing and riding back and forth. No, it was so good. I loved it. But
for sure you've been to other places like all around the world, but
Mm.
Lahar is your favorite.
I think
Other
it's
than
one of
that?
my top by far. Hey, Mel.
Oh.
There.
Dude, Tunay na Rider is basically a bike night online.
Uh-huh.
That's what it is. It's just
Awesome.
guys
That's awesome.
talking about bikes and my
Yeah.
underwear.
How about the hardest race that you've been?
Well, I've been in races, but it's not my thing really. I prefer to. I love teaching. I love the technical part, sharing, and as I was telling you yesterday, it comes a point after many years where you have certain knowledge, and it's time to give back that knowledge for the people, and if you can share something cool, and they can learn, that's something that really gratifies me. It's super nice for me.
Oh, can you tell us more about your passion for teaching? So you just launched a YouTube channel, and it's got all of these great things that I can't do.
But I can teach you.
I'm
can
looking
teach you.
at it. Oh, Mark, you've got another coach
I
to add to your roster of coaches.
I can't
Mark.
wait to see Iba do a wall ride on an enduro bike.
It just takes practice. You have to try and try and try, and you're gonna fall a lot, but you have to also learn how to fall correctly so you don't break a bone or something like that. So there's a lot of stuff that it's behind all the technique. You know, you just have to be super patient and keep on going.
You know, Rich, you've inspired me to overcome my fear and try it again.
You have to. You have to. You have to. The most important thing is to control the bike. The bike can't control you. If the bike controls you, you're screwed. There's going to be trouble. But if you feel safe, if you're in control, if you're okay, then it's going to be walang problema, pare.
Just like lessons in life. If you fall, you just stand up again
Same
and
thing.
again.
Yeah.
Never be afraid of body pains because Ogawa massage chair will take care of it.
Ogawa. So the whole time
That's the smoothest. That's the smoothest transition Buck has ever done.
the whole time we've been doing the podcast, Buck and I have been getting nice massages from our Ogawas.
Someone's enjoying.
All right. Now going back to RICHENDURO, so can you tell us a little bit more about it? And we'll share the links to RICHENDURO YouTube and Instagram later, so
Sure.
people can check it out.
Sure. You want me to tell you what?
Yeah. What's it about? I saw, like I said, a lot of things that I can't do,
Mhm.
but I would love to learn how to do.
Yeah.
And I will take you up on your offer on training.
Absolutely. I'm totally in. The thing is that my objectives right now, first of all, is share free dirt bike riding technique through my new YouTube channel, which just started 2 months ago. Second, to share great footage of incredible places around the world. I'm gonna be hitting hopefully soon after this pandemic, because it's been like really harsh on every single one of us. But pretty soon I'll be hitting something interesting, and I'll be uploading stuff and sharing all those amazing places you can reach with a bike and you can't with maybe with a Jeep or with some other kind of vehicle, because the dirt bike can take you to really, really far places,
Mm-hmm.
And building awareness about the sport. That's another thing that I want to do. I'm really passionate about it. It's my thing. So if I see someone who's into the sport, one more point, it's awesome.
All right, 1 month. I promise you, this will be my first ride.
Incredible.
Mark,
Love.
you can quote me on that, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Awesome.
Marami tayong witness dito, Iba. So
Yep.
dapat pagtapos ng paglabas mo sa condo mo, may six pack ka na, mas magaling ka na mag-enduro.
So, to be completely honest, this is our most hardcore audience to date. So we've also got, I don't know if you know Alvin D.
No.
Alvin has ridden all over the world. He's ridden in Mongolia. He's an certified trained BMW
Tour
guide.
Okay.
And so he's super hardcore. He's been doing a lot of enduro.
Big bike, so he's more into heavy enduro.
I don't know what that means.
Well, big bikes. Big adventure bike.
No, he actually has small bikes. I'm not
Okay.
Alvin. What kind of bike you riding?
1190.
I think CRFs. If I saw him on a CRF,
CRF
150.
250, I guess, or
Oh,
450.
Mark is
I don't
asking.
know.
Yeah.
Rich, can you help him design their private enduro track?
Yeah, we can talk about that. We can do something interesting there.
Nice.
Yun.
Oh, Alvin D answered. It's a YZ250 FX.
Okay.
I have no idea what that bike is. Like that, it's so
Yamaha.
alien to me. Yeah, of course it's a Yamaha, but
Yeah, but that's for motocross, an SX, right? What was it?
YZ. It's a YZ250 FX.
Okay.
Mm.
All right.
Hello. Iba.
Yo,
Ano na? It's time.
it's time.
Como
Oh, wait.
Steel. We have
Como.
we have new sponsor.
All right.
Yeah.
We
I'm
want to
actually
give.
surprised people are sponsoring our show.
Me too.
Who is it?
We want.
It's a bank.
Yeah, we want to give
Yeah.
a big. Hold on, let me get this through. We want to give a big shout out to the guys at Como. Como by East West is an easy to use digital banking app that helps you take control of your money. Download the Como app now for free and apply for an account with just one valid ID and no minimum deposit. And we're going to have a Tunay na Rider promo code, I think, coming soon. So yeah, thanks Como, thanks East West Bank.
Yan.
I think
Nako,
you can use
nag-comment
that
si ano.
to buy motorcycles at KTM BGC.
Yep.
And Alpine Star items.
Alpine
Mhm.
Star. You can also go to the Lazada of KTM. Ano yung URL, Buck? And I'm just kidding. All right, and now we're at the final question that we ask all of our Tunay na riders.
Yeah.
What do you think makes a Tunay na rider a Tunay na rider? Or let me translate, what makes an authentic real rider?
Well, I think that it's anyone who shares the passion of riding and knows the sense of freedom that comes with it.
Yon. So we're all Tunay na riders because I mean that's really
Absolutely.
passion, safety, and sharing the
That's the freedom.
hobby
The freedom.
and the freedom. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I was surprised, Iba. I was expecting Rich to say that a Tunay na rider has to ride a two-stroke bike.
No. It just has to be a motorcycle, man.
because what
With
Mark
two
is saying,
wheels.
once you go two-stroke, you never go back.
That's what they say. It happens.
Wait lang. So Mark, you're already comfortable with your two-stroke? Parang the last time Mark bought that new, he messaged me like, "Oh my gosh, these two-stroke bikes. Why?
They're gonna kill me."
They're gonna kill me.
They can be quite aggressive. No, they're very reactive. But once you feel comfortable with it, then you're fine. It's about adapting. That's it.
And
Yeah.
passion.
Coach Mel is saying that the Yamaha YZFX is a four-stroke cross-country bike.
Ayun. Buti na lang, luckily we have a Yamaha spokesperson here at the comments.
Yep.
Ah.
And then Mark says he's still alive.
I haven't killed myself yet. That's good.
All right. So, Rich, thank you. You've inspired me not only to try riding again with Mark Sung and you, but you've also inspired me to start getting fit again.
Absolutely.
And work on the next month on my fitness and my health, because riding is also not just the gear, not just the skills, but it's also, as you know, you're an incredibly fit person.
Sleep well, maintain yourself always hydrated, eat well, and exercise. That's the key to be able to ride properly.
And love yourself.
All right.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the show, guys. Thank you
Okay.
again, Rich.
Thank
Jolly.
you very much, man.
Is there anything
Thanks,
you want to say, Rich?
Sorry?
Last words?
Hey, Gino's asking, what's your
Never.
YouTube channel?
Yeah, as you know, I just started, but if people have any questions, if they want to know something about what's this world of hard enduro, and if they have any kind of questions, I'm there for everyone. Just send a question and I'll be replying. We'll be
And
more
Ju-
than
Gino, we'll share the links to his hard enduro channel on our Facebook page, so you can check it out later.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
Rich Enduro everywhere. It's the same name.
Rich Enduro,
Rich Enduro.
one word.
On Instagram, on YouTube,
Facebook,
and
YouTube,
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
No, but I basically use YouTube. Now I'm focused on YouTube and of course Facebook and Instagram.
Yun.
All right,
Alright,
mga
nice.
katunay.
Before
Thank you very
before we go to our outro, Iba, next week we're gonna have a very special guest again. Idol daw nito si Buck eh.
Ha?
At
Si
saka
Buck has a lot of
isang-
fans.
Yeah.
No.
And one of the OG custom bike builders dito sa Metro Manila. So, next week we're gonna have Jonathan Van Houte, aka Fifart Monkeys Garage. Next
All
week.
right. So usapan vintage, classic, and custom bikes.
At saka kalokohan. Alright.
Like
And
Salamat
as
sa ating-
usual,
Thanks to our partners like Otterbox, Turatech, Under Armour, Lason
Socket.
Moto Club, Pop Socket, Podcast Network Asia,
KTM.
Podmetrics, and Ogawa, the best chair in the world.
you gotta work on your timing, man. When Ogawa comes up, that's when you say it.
Ah! I didn't know that we have logo of Ogawa. Sorry, it's my fault.
Buck is capable of speaking in English because of Ogawa.
I
Ano,
think
massage chair.
I'm getting a hang of this.
All right.
See you
See you
next
guys
week.
next week.